Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend. It's Monday, September 12th. Yeah, pretty chill day in the market. We're gonna look at that CPI coming out tomorrow morning. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We're gonna look at a little bit of TA, some options, my shorts on the banks. Open up some way out of the money shorts, crazy lottos. That's our Twitter. You can follow us on Happy Money YT, and our Discord. Links for those are in the description. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Did I say that? Anyways, SPY's had quite a bounce. Pricing in a CPI number that's less than it was last print. So we'll see if it's more. This might just be a little dead cat bounce before new lows. At least some bearishness, I would imagine, until Powell. Everyone's expecting, I think the probability of a 75 basis point rate hike is like 95%. After CPI though, that could change, so we'll see. Yeah, it's crazy. So the market's still in a little uncertainty if the CPI comes in at expectations or maybe even lower. We could rally for a bit until Powell. But last time we heard from Powell, he basically put the brakes on the market rallying. He and the Fed have been trying to basically cause a soft recession or a recession, but not a bad one, and the market to sell off to reduce inflation. And on the other side, Biden is basically trying to pump the market and pump more money and stimulus and have everything rally. So they're kind of opposing forces and have been for quite some time. Biden wants to get reelected. He wants everything to look good. He wants, jobs to be good, people to be happy. So he wants money flowing around. He doesn't want a tightening economic environment. Whereas Powell is trying to reduce inflation, and so he has to have the opposite of that. So we're seeing kind of this tug of war between those two, and so that it's reflected in the SPY. I think the overall direction is still bearish, but we'll see what comes out tomorrow. GME, kind of a little bump in the morning, and I shorted some calls actually. Today was a nice day to short calls, in hindsight, of course. Came up and so it looked like it's setting up just a doji on double doji. I thought pretty bullish case would be if it came up and hit resistance up here at 32. And it maybe still could before it kind of finds a temporary top. I'm not sure if it will anymore because I figured it'd probably be today. Could be tomorrow we see a new high before kind of settling down. I think we are still in a kind of a trough period. Not just a V out of here, which is very unusual. Still expecting a potential rally in October around SLD, OPEX towards the end of the month. SLD for this month starts, I think, on Wednesday, so market often kind of sells off for that, as well as GME. So I expect us to come back down probably Wednesday and maybe trade pretty sideways until then. Maybe come down some, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then into next week, we might be testing this low again, these 23, 24 lows. And if CPI is bad, we could even break through that support. So we'll see. I'm not getting into calls, except for short. I'm not going long on calls. And I'm waiting to buy shares. I'll wait until 25 and under, I think is a good buy. So as far as buying shares to swing, I stopped after 25, and then BBBY is kind of moving with it. AMC was moving today with it as well. Kind of had a pretty big rally this morning, but now it's everything's calmed down. I think BBY will still probably have a pretty big pump, maybe for Meg Show. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's definitely some sort of obligations from all of this action, this downside movement, that I think we will see another rally. Probably fill this gap into the 16, fill this one to the 12 first, and see what happens. And it probably will happen at the same time of GME, since they seem pretty tethered at this point. Yeah. Tomorrow, let's see. Tomorrow or the day after, I think we have IPO shares coming. Yeah, here we go. So listing date, day after. So on Wednesday. Oh, this one's actually tomorrow. Wearable devices, cool. So I have orders for shares of this. We'll see if they give me any. I did have a pretty long chat with Webull. They said IPO performance will dictate how many shares you get potentially, as well as how much you're trying to invest, as well as when you buy in. So they were a little vague on stuff, and I'm trying to. Oh, here's another one actually. I'm trying to. This looks like it's probably a SPAC, so I'm not getting any SPAC IPOs. Those just traded $10, and I'll look it up though. But yeah, so basically they want you to hold for at least 30 days. It sounds like, to increase your chances of getting shares on a future IPO. So yeah, my strategy with it, I'm not willing to hold these IPOs for 30 days. At least all of them. I'll sell enough to make it free. Yeah, this looks like this is a SPAC and a merger. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this one. I don't think. I can do it more, but I think that's what that is. Yeah, so, but basically after 30 days, maybe if I don't want to hold any of these for a longer period of time, I'll sell them at that point. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan with the SPACs. And then our trades. So I did short calls on GME today and kind of scaled into it, which works well. It's always hard to have patience and do that, but was able to do that some today. As you see here, shorted one, shorted all these, shorted all of them before 10:33. So that was the last one I shorted. And then I closed out. I'll show you where I closed out. I wasn't sure if I wanted to hold overnight or not, and I decided not to, just because I could actually make more just doing it intraday, especially with a day like today. Because when I shorted them up here, I shorted 33 calls for Friday here, and by here they were up like 50% or 55%. So I wasn't sure. I didn't assume we'd have this big of a move down actually today. I thought today would be a little bit more bullish, but at any rate, from here to here, they lost a little bit of, or gained back a little bit of value, but I closed them out back here at VWAP. So it was like a 40% gain, which is nice. So I'll try and repeat that tomorrow, just opening up short calls on some volatility in the morning, and I'll probably close them intraday because you can actually make more doing that. Unless if they don't go up much. If they go up 50% or even 30%, you'll probably make more doing that. Unless you're having big gap downs, extended hours, which I'm not expecting. So that's all that was, 33 short calls. And yeah, that's feels good to be doing that again. I, for some reason, just had traders block that whole grind down for my short calls. Even though I was bearish on it and I was doing puts, I don't know. So here, Deutsche Bank. I opened up January 2023. If you've been on my channel for at least a year, remember I used to short the banks way out the money. I'm back at it. I think we're definitely in an environment where these could possibly be huge plays. A year ago I was a year early. I might still be early on these. These are kind of also just kind of an option, I guess kind of an IV play, more or less. And maybe I'll hold them longer, but I was just looking for basically cheap options that move, that have opportunity to move, similar to kind of how I've been playing the birds options. Let's see, these are January 2023 2 put. So I'd like to get more time, but I just looked through all the options basically from January till January the next year and 24, and these ones they had some open interest. All that volume today is from me. And actually, I think I got a pretty good fill on them. I didn't get a full fill, but yeah, I got them for, let's see, 2 cents. So yeah, I got a good fill on these. And then I opened up the chart on all of these all the way out the money just to see kind of if they've been moving and what the range they've been in, and to see if I could, maybe just even flip them if there's a couple big down days, maybe after a bad CP lie or something, where these would double in value. that's kind of what I did with the bank plays previous. Kind of did it on accident because I was planning on holding them and into a bank going bankrupt, but it was way early. So if this does actually go way down, then these will be really valuable. But even if it just has some volatility, should be able to profit on it. So they're 2 cents now. This chart is kind of weird. These options haven't been actually out there very long, I think. So, but they were what, 8-9 cents at one point. So that's from 2 cents. That's a big move. I'll probably have to up it to 3, which would be a 3 times play. So let's see, September. That was probably, I don't know, a month or two ago. And if you look at what is it? Oh, that one's okay. I have a few different shorts on banks I'm trying to open up. But if you look at Deutsche Bank, it's like it hasn't had a huge move down, but those options have 3x. And since you have a good amount of time on it, unless we just have an epic rally here, which of course we will, it looks like we could, but I don't know. We'll see. I wanted some downside play. CPLI also, they if their expectations are wrong on that, that could be a big shock to the market, I feel like, tomorrow morning. I have an order out for Wells Fargo. So this one I was kind of just another sort of kind of trying to play the premium a bit. It's March 17, 2023. So all that the money, some open interest. It's not crazy. It's not a whole ton of liquidity, but looking at this, just this option chart again, it's definitely been more valuable, and it's moved with not much movement on the stock. So this was 33 cents back in July, maybe June, July, and now it's 11 cents. So I feel like a bit of a violent volatility move to the downside, and these will pump up too. So orders on that, and then Goldman Sachs. So those are the bank trades I got going on. And let's see, Futu calls, BBBY. I had short calls on it, but I closed them out. Yeah, so here's those Dutch brothers, or not Dutch brothers, Deutsche Bank. This says I'm at 25%. That's because I got a good fill at that 2 cents. So any little bump in these things will probably double up in value. I just need to get more fills on them. BBIG ripped up today, and its chart looks very bullish on the daily time frame here. So this thing's been known to have big moves, and it looks like it's maybe setting up for one. Today's volume is very nice, higher than it's been in quite a while, about a month. Green over the 9 moving average, bullish MACD. We've got lots of crossovers on moving averages, inverted hammer back there. We'll see. I think this thing has room to go. Yeah, $1.40, $1.50, maybe even back up to that resistance at $1.90. So I got shares of these, like a 140. So I have like a 140 cost basis on some shares on this one. And then our margin shares, selling premium cash secured puts on BBBY and GME, doing pretty well today, given they were both up some. I'm hopeful this week, this will be Friday, that these expire. Hopefully these are out of the money and I can close the BBY, and then the GME I'll probably roll, and then I will be probably doing more cash secured puts on GME on down days, and then looking to just flip those into shares once, I think, once it's around 25 or even a little bit under $25 if we see that. Here's the ones on here. I did get some more shares in here the other day in GME, that $25 range. Here's the BBY short puts. So they're doing good today, of course. But yeah, so I'll flip to shares. Hopefully I can get around 25 or maybe under. And then also I have enough capital to get some calls on GME for a rally. Or BBBY, I'm not sure, but probably GME. Borrow fee on GME has come down a little bit. Had a little bump from 10% to 10.1, and I yelled it in Discord. But then it came down to 9.9. So still seems like it's flattening out here somewhat. It's just slowly melting down. Once we see kind of a bump up to the upside, mixed with some volume and or price action, then I will think that the rally will have started or will be starting shortly. Whereas this, I think, is more of just a relief rally and just indication of all the buying pressure around 25 and lower on GME. So unless there's a big market crash or big catastrophic event, I think GME will hold up pretty well. Any prices under that 25, I think it'll have a lot of demand. So we'll just see on CP Live tomorrow and what we've got going on. RIPO shares, yeah, they're kind of coming down, but it's all good. Talk to you guys in Discord. Peace out.